Good afternoon, everyone. We apologize for the delay. We are supposed to start now, but we are still waiting for the judges to join the live. So please bear with us while we wait for them to join. And thank you for your patience. Okay, I think we can start. I see that the judges have joined the live. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our final presentations for the Melsoft Academy annual hackathon. I'm just going to allow the judges to say a few things before we start, and the teams can present their solutions finally. I'm just going to start with Mr. John Zabula. Mr. John Zabula, can you please say a few words before we start?
Thank you, Mbali. This has been a great 24 hours. I can't wait to see what everybody has developed. Yesterday was great. I got to hear about some of the ideas that were in development, so it will be great to see what we have at this point in time. I believe at this point in time, everybody who is submitting is a winner already. As we said yesterday, there is no winner, but no particular winner in per se. But at the end of the day, um, um, an experience that is leading us to get to somewhere in terms of innovation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. John. That was our first judge, you guys. Moving on to our second judge is Mr. Ntsako Mgiba.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Mbali. I turned on the video because I wasn't able to make the session yesterday, so just for everyone to see me. So I'm really, really excited about this. I think, youth unemployment is such a major challenge in this country, and AI is, such an exciting technology. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the teams have brought those two elements together to try and create impactful solutions. So excited, and just to echo John's words, everyone who submitted is a champion and a winner, and just really excited to engage with their ideas and give some constructive feedback.
Okay, thank you. I hope you guys listened. Everyone who submitted is a champion, guys. Moving on to our third and final judge, we have Mr. Njinu.
Hello, everyone. Also, I don't think you guys have met me, but I wasn't there yesterday. But really excited so far to kind of see what you guys have gotten your hands dirty with. And I'll just echo the other two judges. It is a very exciting field that I guess you guys are looking at. So congratulations to that. And I'm also a bit more technical, so I will be kind of looking for the tech specs, how you guys manage to architect your solution, that kind of stuff. But yeah, looking forward to it. And thank you for the organizers as well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Njinu. That was our third and final judge. Before we let our teams present their solutions, I just wanted to go over the judging criteria for the hackathon, and I just want to reiterate the theme before I begin. The theme is leveraging AI-powered solutions to reduce unemployment in South Africa. So, with that being said, the first judging criteria in which the solutions are going to be judged based on is impact and innovation, and the weight on that is 40%. So you must ask your questions like, is it innovative? Is it impactful? Is there social impact? Are there any measurable outcomes coming out of your solution, right? That was our first criteria. The second criteria is technical excellence, and that will weigh 30% of the marking. So, with that being said, you need to ask yourself, how effectively was AI being used in our solution? Is the code quality good? Is how is data being handled? Is it ethical? Is it responsible? And last and foremost is the technical feasibility, right? Moving on to the third criteria is presentation and communication of your solution. This will weigh 20%, and you must ask yourself questions like, was your solution explained clear and concisely? Is the presentation well organized? Are you engaging and being persuasive? Okay. And the last and final judging criteria is teamwork and collaboration. This will weigh 10% of your marking, and you must ask questions like, did your team display effective collaboration? And the last question is, were roles and responsibility clearly defined and effectively managed within the team? So, with that being said, you guys, let us begin with our presentations. Okay, the first team that will start is Team Guy. Can Team Guy come and present their solution for us?
Hello everyone. I hope you all are well. I'm going to share my screen.
Excuse me, before you start, Team Guy, Mbali, are we timing them for the presentation?
Yes, they should only
Okay.
speak for 5 minutes.
Okay. Great.
Okay, Guy, you may start.
May I start? Okay, cool. Hello everybody, I am Guy and I'll be representing our solution to youth unemployment. Without further ado, introducing Resume Revamp, the next best thing in tech. Who's responsible for what? Our grade 12 group includes Keanu, our front-end developer and presentation creator, who doesn't even take IT as a subject, but handled the project presentation and the front-end development alongside Michaelan. Harold, Rohan and myself handled the back-end development, as that is what we excel in. The project would not have gotten as far as it did without the delegation of duties amongst all 5 of us. We focused on putting the right people in the right place and it paid off. This is what we are going to be going through in this presentation: the overview, the problem, the impacts, the results, the methodology, and the technical documentation. So, Resume Revamp. It's an innovative tool designed to simplify the process of creating professional CVs. It provides users with a platform to automatically generate resumes or customize them to meet specific formatting requirements. Resume Revamp helps users save time and improve their chances of landing the right job using AI to master CV creation. The need for revamped resumes stem from several key issues. Users were struggling with inconsistent resume formatting, which often led to a poor impression on employers. Manually tweaking CV layouts to achieve a professional look was time-consuming and frustrating. These challenges pointed to a need for an automated, user-friendly tool that could create professional resumes. Unlike traditional job-seeking tools, Resume Revamp uses AI to dynamically tailor resumes to specific job positions, increasing the likelihood of successful applications. The application employs complex AI queries to analyze and reformat existing CVs as well as generate new ones from user input, demonstrating an advanced application of AI in the job-seeking process. The AI's ability to customize resumes for different job positions represents a novel way to personalize job applications at scale, something not easily achievable through traditional methods. Resume Revamp addresses specific challenges of unemployment in South Africa by allowing job seekers from rural and urban areas alike to access professional CV creation tools, leveling the playing field. The application highlights transferable skills and relevant experiences. Resume Revamp makes advanced CV creation accessible to those with varying levels of technological proficiency, and the platform caters to South Africa's linguistic diversity, allowing users to create CVs in various official languages. No. The success of Resume Revamp will be measured through several clear, quantifiable metrics. Surveying users to determine the percentage who secured interviews or job offers after using Resume Revamp, implementing a rating system for users to evaluate their experience with the tool, and calculating the average time users save in creating or reformatting resumes compared to traditional methods. Users are initially prompted to choose between creating a new CV or revamping their existing one. This GUI is the CV revamper. Here, users upload an existing CV file and enter the job position they're applying for to correct the CV's format. The Create CV button generates the properly formatted CV using a complex AI query, which then appears for the user to view. This is the CV creator. It guides users through a step-by-step process to input their details. The users can also add their work experience using this GUI. And at the end of the application generates a well-formatted CV using another complex AI query, which users can then save to their device. The AI queries are carefully crafted and sent to the AI to generate a perfect resume. The AI analyzes the contents of the user's original resume and focuses on information relevant to the position they're applying for, reducing redundancy. Our Java tech stack leverages AI in several key ways. The AI uses an NLP to analyze and understand the content of existing resumes, extracting relevant information and skills. Based on user inputs and job descriptions, the AI generates tailored content for resumes, ensuring relevance to specific positions. AI algorithms automatically format the resumes to professional standards, adjusting layout and design for optimal presentation. The AI tailors resume content to match specific job requirements, highlighting the relevant skills and experiences. For multilingual support, AI assists in translating and localizing resume content while maintaining a professional terminology. The application prioritizes user privacy by neither handling nor storing any personal data, ensuring the highest level of data protection. And the last point, Resume Revamp is technically feasible and realistic to implement, leveraging existing AI technologies. The solution utilizes well-established AI APIs for natural language processing and content generation, which are readily available and proven technologies. And finally, the application is designed to run efficiently on standard hardware, making it accessible to users with a wide range of devices. Its lightweight nature allows for potential implementation into embedded systems as well, further expanding its reach and usability. And that is Resume Revamp. Thank you.
Thank you, team guy. Right on time. That was even less than 5 minutes. Thank you so much for your presentation. Do the teams have
Thank you.
anything to
Sorry, Mbali, I missed it. Were you asking the judges if we have anything to say?
Yes, do you have anything to say or should we just move on?
Okay, cool. Just a clarifying question on my end. Would you like us to ask questions now, or would we do that at the end once everyone's gone?
Okay, I think
If
we
now,
can
how
do
much
that.
time do we have?
No, we
Okay,
don't have much,
okay,
so we'll just do that at the end. Okay.
okay, sure.
Our second team is Team Noctula. Can Team Noctula please start presenting their solution, please? Okay, Team Noctula is quiet. I'm just going to move along swiftly. Can we have Team Lerato please present their solutions? Team Lerato? Still nothing from Team Lerato. Moving along.
Sorry, hi.
Hi, Lerato.
How are you?
I'm good. Can you please start presenting your solution, please?
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna share my screen now. And then,
Okay, once your screen starts sharing, I'm going to start timing you. You have 5 minutes to present your solution, and then after that, I'm going to stop you, okay?
okay, please confirm once you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see you can start.
Okay. So we're introducing career spark to some of us that were here earlier on when I was presenting. I think I did most of it. I just have few additions now. So this is our landing page. We've got a create profile page where you create your profile, you add your details and everything. So I'm just going to log in because we already did create a profile. So when we log in, it takes me to my dashboard where I have my completed courses and my ongoing courses, and then I can choose to update my resume or edit it, right? Okay. So then going back to my home page, so we're going to explore opportunities. We have career guide, job matching, mentorship, skill training, freelancing, and entrepreneurship. So first go with career guide. On my career guide, we have a career path and then personality and skill assessment. So I'll just walk you guys through this assessments. So you are able to take an assessment where you put your skills so that when you are looking for that specific job or whatever, it automatically gives you the right information according to your skill set, right? So then, oh, sorry for that. Okay, so then coming to my job matching, I'll just walk you guys through the resume builder. So you're able to build your resume where you add your details and your summary objectives and all, and then you choose your file or your portfolio, and then your resume will be built. And then going back to okay, now I'll walk you through the mentorship or skill training. So on the mentorship, we have where you can browse mentors or find mentorship programs. So we have mentorship programs here, so you can join either of them, and then it will direct you to the page. And then going back to my home, I'll just take you on the skill training because I don't have much time. And then we have workshops and courses. So on courses, you can enroll, right? And then it just has a brief of your course and everything, and then it also states that at the end you will receive a certificate. Okay. And then we have We have entrepreneurship, where it's for those that want to start businesses. So we have business ideas and then view startup resources where it is able to create business plans. So you can download a business template for whatever business that you want to start. And then if you have any information that you don't understand, you can contact us or put your emails, and then once you submit whatever it is that you need assistance with, it will direct us to you, and then you receive an email after that. Then that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Melerato, right on time, 3:21. We will have a Q&A session towards the end. Each team will have 2 minutes to answer any questions the judges may have, right? Okay, thank you, Team Melerato. Next up, we have Team Code Troopers.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Sihle. How are you doing?
All good, how are you?
I'm great. Please start presenting your solution.
Cool, just sharing my screen. Please confirm once you see. Can you see my screen?
Okay, we can see your screen. I'm starting your timer. Yes, I'm starting your
Cool.
timer.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is CK, part of Code Troopers. Our team comprises of myself, which was the project manager, and I also dabbled in the front end of the project. And we also have Tabani and Katleho, who were working on the back end, and we have Cizo, who helped out with the front end and also designed how our interface looks like. So according to Statista Stats, this is the unemployment stats of youth in South Africa. Okay, it's for everyone, but it's the unemployment rates for South Africa. And if you can check, the highest of these are between the ages of 15 and 34, with the 15 to 24 years as the highest unemployment rate. And this is usually due to lack of experience or inappropriate ways for job searching. So not knowing where to look for when I'm looking for a job, and lack of career guidance in schools, where I need to select certain subjects for maybe a varsity course that I need to do, and not knowing exactly which subjects to go for lead to people like myself who were in varsity doing something that they didn't want to do because they didn't have enough information about it. So we bring our solution, which is Sebenza. So Sebenza is essentially an AI career coach, which basically gets what you want to do based on your interests, your skills, your goals. And for those still in high school, it gets your interests and goals, and then it'll guide you based on that in terms of which career you can go for and the subjects that you can choose that can help you towards studying for that field. So the key features of our solution is that it's accessible to our career coach bot. It is on WhatsApp, making it easy for anyone to access. Assuming if I'm looking for a job, I won't necessarily have enough data to go on job searching sites, basically. So having it on WhatsApp makes it easy to just at like just texting like, hey, I'm looking for 1, 2, and 3, and then from there ask you a series of questions, and then we can guide you from there. And it's a personalized career guidance, and we also offer mentorship guidance. Now I'm gonna take you guys through our demo just quick. I'm gonna start with this one. So to join the sandbox, you use the join include beta. Of course, the demo teams aren't doing like this, but let's see. There we go. That was my error, actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna say hi, and then it's gonna respond back, and then basically just ask me how it can assist me. So I need to select subjects at school for a course I want to do in varsity. Please help. So from there, should ask me a series of questions before it gets to anywhere. So let's say degree in software engineering, and then favorite subject is cat. Sorry for the typos, just looking at the time. But based on that, it should be able to guide me like, okay, so you can do 1, 2, and 3, which will basically guide me towards the field that I'm looking for. And then this is the platform that we basically designed where mentors can also sign up if they want to maybe mentor anyone, and users can, so job seekers can look for jobs within the platform. And then within the profile, you can also basically track you basically track how you're doing and your overall progress. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Team Sebenza or Code Troopers. You finished with 5 seconds to spare.
Right.
Okay. Yes, thank you for your presentation. Well done, you guys. Next up, we have. We're gonna go back to Team Noctula. Can Team Noctula please present?
Presenting just now.
Okay, please share your screen.
Good day, everyone. The name of our application is Employ Hub, and it consists of 4 individuals, 2 backend, 1 front end, and 1 project manager. The main core solution that we were trying to provide into the unemployment sector of the youth, it's bridging the gap between the accessibility to the courses and also bridging the gap to the advanced CV revamp platforms without having to actually pay. Not only that, we also realized a gap in the anxiety that youth actually experience during interviews. With that being said, it makes all of us to always be anxious, and surely people can actually relate with me. But with our program, we managed to implement a machine learning model that is actually able to have a pre-live interview class session with you, revamp the CV, and also you are able to attend, do multiple courses just to upskill. So I'm just quickly going to start with our program. So this comes after we have like literally filled up all the information, and then you're gonna choose what you want to do. Right now we want to upskill in software development, and you select the level, and it's a beginner level, and then it starts progress. So it will firstly go to the option where you actually have to learn, because we motivate learning more than actually applying for jobs, so that we know that whenever you apply for jobs, you are a perfect candidate for that position. So in this case, I'm going to enroll for the Java Fundamentals course. When I enroll for it and I am done like doing my lessons, I have like the section where I can literally like do the quizzes. After doing the quizzes that I have in my section, that's when you are only going to be able to revamp your system and we can see the AI working. So now we come to the section where we see our AI working. Right now, we are quickly going to revamp our CV. And it's still transferring and revamping. After our files are revamped, we're going to have like the previous one that was not revamped and the current one that you can literally learn from on how to do a revamped CV that is actually professional. And now we are going back to an interview, the AI interview prep. I'm quite not sure what OOP actually means in Java. Yeah. Now, when we want to end the interview, we are going to end the interview and then we are going to get a notification this side that our recorded session, it's here. We get it from the Employment Hub. And then after doing the whole situation of doing the preview, we have a section where the candidate can apply for jobs and also like see the jobs that are specific to what they have learned regarding Java or anything that is software related. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Team Noctula. You finished with a minute to spare. Congratulations, you guys, for submitting, and we'll see how that goes. Moving on to the next team, we have Team Callistus. Can Team Callistus present, please?
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Thank you for having us today.
Okay, great.
So I present to you Smart Career Hub. So what Smart Career Hub provides is what we have a sandbox. So the youth, so we saw that there's a huge problem with the youth and that they are in desperate need of jobs. So what we decided to go is to go with a dynamic approach of having a WhatsApp bot and also a mobile website to upskill them and let them know. So now I'm just going to chat to the WhatsApp bot. So hi, I'm just going to say hi. So the first thing that the WhatsApp bot says is it says, "Hey, I'm your career companion." So practically, what it wants is it can advise a person on career choices, and it has got the latest jobs. So now, what you can say is you can say, "Let's go for, hey, I'm in need of a job. In need of a job." One of the teams presented a WhatsApp chatbot, so I'm not going to dwell too much on it. But then, practically, as you can see, it goes on and says, "Please mention the city name," and then from there, we'll get these recommendations up and running. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to our website, right? Yes. So I'm on the website. So the first thing that you see here is you would need to you would need to register, but then this is part of the registration form. So a person needs to fill in their name, their email, their phone number, their skills, and their LinkedIn profile. So this is optional, but then it's preferred. The reason why we do this is because we can take your information and match you better to jobs, right? So after here, you would be logged onto here, right? So we have two sections. What we have currently, there was a section that we wanted to have one of our prominent features. For this MVP, we decided to go with these two, right? So you can search for any job. So these jobs are from LinkedIn, these jobs are from Julie, these jobs. So now I'm gonna try and search for a job for web development. So this is the reason why this is better than LinkedIn or all the other platforms is because we get jobs from everywhere, right? And if you click this link, it should be taking you to the respective places where you should get directly that job, right? So as you can see, you can search for any job, and within those jobs, you can search within a country. And we do recommend remote jobs. So practically, you can get a job from anywhere. And from your profile, these jobs are matched to you, but then for now, we'll just search them. So I'll hand over to my teammate to demonstrate the interview simulation this time. So we have an interview simulation to prepare students, the youth for their jobs. Can you take it over? Are you?
All right, thank you so much, Kali. Can you please confirm if you can see my screen? Can you see my screen?
No, I can't.
No.
Oh, because I'm basically sharing right now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to attempt to share again. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
All right, so this is a simulated interview, part of our solution, because as a previous fellow hackathon member mentioned that a lot of the people get opportunities, however, they fail at the interview stage. So this is an AI model that enables you to prepare for your interview. So for this case, I've already filled in the data and I'll be applying for a junior developer position. So I'll just go ahead and activate this session and start the interview. My name is Sakile. My name is Sakile. I'm applying for a junior developer role.
I'm gonna have to cut you off, Sakile. Your 5 minutes is up, unfortunately. But thank you for the presentation. Wonderful job. Good luck to you when the judges make a decision. Just to confirm again, we have a Q&A session from the judges. Each team will have 2 minutes to answer any questions that the judges might have, okay? Okay, moving on, we have Team Dylan. Matsepo, please mute your mic. Is Team Dylan in here with us? It doesn't look like it. Okay, moving on. Can Team Zindle please present?
Hello guys, so my name is Prosper Spanda from Team Zinhle. I'll be sharing my screen in a second. Okay, can you all confirm if you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, Prosper.
Okay, so our project is called InnoLink. It helps users generate business ideas based on your skills. So you enter your skills, it generates business ideas based on your skills, and it gives you the business plan for that business idea. So this is the landing page for it. You can explore ideas, you can get ready to start. So in the meantime, we'll get ready to start. It will take you to a sign up form whereby you can choose to become a mentor or become a youth who's applying for the ideas, or you can just log in. So I already have an account, I'll just log in. So we used MongoDB for storing our users, and we connected it using Node.js for our backend. Then when you reach here, you should enter your skills which you have. So like let's say software development, and also maybe marketing. I then click on generate. It will then go ahead and generate the business idea and the plan. So while it's generating, I'll explain what's happening on the backend. So on the backend for AI model, we used Python. So we built our own model. We then used ChatGPT 2 for the model. And then we used prompt engineering to train the model. So we're using like a few short prompt methods for that. Then we connected to the Node.js server using the Flask API so that we can host our endpoints. We then connected it to front end using our Node.js. So let's give it a second to generate the ideas. Okay, so here's the business idea. Can tell me create a website to attract potential customers, target customers who are looking for products and services that are easy to use and affordable. We will show you the key stages, the business plan, and which popular mentors that can help you in that industry. So yeah, then also besides the AI part, we also integrated the resources section where you can find resources that are already available. So if I'm in art and illustration, I'll just come and click here and it will take me to courses for that skill or section. Then yeah, that's basically our project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Team Prosper. That was very brief and great. Good luck for you and your team. We'll hope to see you soon. Okay, moving on to the next team, we have Team Gift. Team Gift, please present your solution next.
On it. Please confirm that I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible and we can see your presentation, so I'm going to start your timer.
Okay, thank you. So this is Finders Keepers. You find it, you keep it. What we have in store for you guys today is it's a one-stop solution where you can find your learnerships, you can upskill. So when you click here, we have various learnerships that you can take, the CETA ones. And when you click on the links, it'll take you straight to registering for those learnerships. This is especially important to get our youth into learning more stuff and getting qualified and possibly getting more jobs. And this will show you more jobs also. I would not like to click that for now since it will be like a repetition with what I'm going to go to also. And then here we also have bursaries. It is important for our youth to get educated so they can upskill themselves and have degrees. Sometimes it's not just because you don't have the skills or the right soft skills, you just need the right degree for you to be in the job market. And here we have our entrepreneur community. Here we have an AI I'm finished for now. I'll just show you
Ntsako,
how.
please mute your mic. You may proceed. My apologies.
We are using Gemini AI for this chatbot since every entrepreneur would like to ask any questions. without wasting any time, I'd like to move away from this chatbot. Also, we have, like I said earlier, yesterday, that we have other tools that we will be integrating. So this is a dummy profile for someone who just has matric. So we cater for both people who are qualified and those who are not qualified. But most importantly, because of lack of funds in South Africa, some people don't get the opportunity to get educated. So this is why we use this person here, Jane Doe. When you click over here, Jane Doe will obviously see all the jobs, even those ones that they do not qualify for. Probably will get like inspiration to become a software developer, and they'll view the salary and be like, okay, let me go to the learnership parts, probably find within Code and Melsoft and get qualified and be a software engineer. And here we have other AI tools, which is the job matching, and here we have accessibility settings. This can be used to find you a job that will cater for your disability needs. And this will be also a feedback corner where recruiters and agencies leave their feedback. I will not dwell on that too much since it doesn't use the AI. And we have a resume builder here. I'll try to build myself a resume. We might be having integration issues right there, but let me just continue. And here we have our AI job matching tool. Since we are using Jane Doe's profile, we'll just see what the AI gives Jane Doe job recommendations. There we go. Since Jane Doe only has matric and has like limited skills, these are the
My
jobs
apologies,
that
I'm
the
gonna
AI.
have to cut you off. Your 5
Okay.
minutes is up, unfortunately. Thank you, Team Gift, for your presentation. Good luck for later. Okay, moving on to our next team. Is Team Dylan still not ready to present yet? Okay, it doesn't look like they are. Okay, let's go to Team Masego. Can Team Masego please present?
Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
No, we cannot.
Okay, can I just attempt to do one more time? Let's share. Please open the slide. This one's me. Okay, sorry about that. So hello to everybody as well as the esteemed judges. My team, we worked on future works and we are bridging the skills to opportunities. So firstly, I'd like to just give you like a background story. So when I was in high school, my physics teacher once told me how thousands of youth in South Africa keep adding onto the high youth unemployment rate in South Africa right after matric, because the number of universities in South Africa compared to the number of all of the matric students, the math is not mathing. There are less number of universities, and therefore every year students get to be unemployed. And sometimes it's not even because they do not qualify, but it's because there is not enough space for everyone. So we are presenting future works that aims at combating this problem. Sorry about that. By providing a Did You Know section on our application that has an integrated chatbot called Alex, which shares daily insights and facts to empower South African youth, including high school students, to prepare them for when they are complete with their high school career. And this aims at enhancing them and giving them information. For example, one of the did you know messages, it could be like, hey, did you know that to get into tech, you don't need a diploma or a degree? You can just learn how to code using YouTube and get a job and earn up to 10 or 15K. Now, our people need this kind of information because people still have the very mindset, traditional way of making it in life, which is to get a degree and get a job. And companies aren't looking for that anymore because even people who have the degree and who has the diploma don't have the necessary skills. So moving on to another feature of our application, which is streamlining job matching. So this is where the user will undergo an assessment where AI is going to assess how skilled and how qualified is the user in a form of a quiz. So I'm just going to share the GUI to further demonstrate what I am talking about. All right, so what this system does is that the user is going to be asked questions like, what is your highest qualification? Which industry would you like to work in? Which job experience do you have and for how many years? And so forth. I'm having problems with this. It's supposed to be working perfectly fine, but I'm just going to continue here because that is giving problems. So after they do the skills assessment, then the AI will know exactly which jobs to suggest to the user. And on this side of application, the user will also get recommended CV formats that are currently wanted and required in the industry, and professional tips on which CV formats they should use and what they can add and edit on their profiles. And then enhancing employability and upskilling. So this is when earlier today we presented a section of our application where
Hi, sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you off. Ntsako, can you hear
okay.
me?
Yes,
I'm gonna
I
have to
can.
cut you off. Your 5 minutes is up. Okay, thank you for your presentation. Good luck for later. Okay, moving on to the next team. We have Team Pulani. Can Team Pulani please present next?
Hello. I want to log it through my desktop so I can share my screen. Can I have a few minutes?
Just know that it's going to affect your time because, as we said, every team has 5 minutes to present whatever that they have.
Snack. Snack the email. The link.
Okay, in the meantime, can I ask another team to please present? Can we have Team Career Pilot present next?
Hello, I just wanted to check if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Oh, it says someone else is currently sharing their screen. It's not letting me share. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Good day. My name is Merwe and I am Career Pilot. I did have a partner who was working with me, but unfortunately she could not continue with the hackathon. So I just want to start with a brief introduction. So Career Pilot is your AI career guide for high school students. As high school students approach their final years, the pressure to make decisions about their future careers and studies can be overwhelming. Career Pilot is an AI-powered chatbot designed to help students in grades 11 to 12 explore their interests, discover career paths, and learn about in-demand skills and jobs. With instant access to the internet, Career Pilot provides personalized career guidance to students wherever they are. Our vision is to empower every high school student with the guidance and information that they need to confidently choose a future that aligns with their skills, interests, and job markets. Career Pilot aims to provide accessible, personalized, and relevant career advice to high school students. Our mission is to bridge the gap between education and employment by helping students make informed decisions about their studies and future careers. So sometimes we're writing our notes about what we want to do with our lives, but what Career Pilot does is let's have a different approach. Let's make this a plane, a pilot. Let's have a guide for where you can go for your future. So now I'm going to show you a quick demo. So this is the landing page of the website. Essentially, the user would put in information and they would be about 16 years old and they would submit. Okay, I don't know why that's not working. I think I'm on the wrong. Let's go here. Sorry about that. Okay, so the user would input the information and their information has been successfully put into our backend. So now they have a few options. They can explore career paths, in-demand skills, post-matric studies guidance, or ask a general question to our AI chatbot. So let's say we want to explore in-demand skills. It asks you a question. Let's say for a specific career path. Then the user would send the message. And essentially it's supposed to give you options, and then you'd go back, we can explore career paths. So since the students would be in high school, you would say, what are your favorite school subjects? I can say maybe dramatic arts and visual arts. You can send, what are your interests and hobbies? I like drawing and painting. And do I have any particular skills that I'm proud of? Painting backdrops for school play. And then the AI would take a moment to kind of load different options. So here you are a few options. that relate to what the user has put in. So for example, be set designer, costume designer, art director, production designer, muralist, theater, instructor, fine artist, or graphic designer. So essentially, it is quite a simple tool, but I think it's quite effective because not everyone knows how to use prompt engineering for AI. And this is kind of skipping all of those steps for students so that they can get straight to the point and understand what kind of options that they have for their careers. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this and appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Career Pilot, for your presentation. Good luck for later. We can't wait to see what the results are going to be. Next, can we have Team Dylan again? It seems like Team Dylan is not here. Team Pulani, can you please start presenting?
Okay, I'll be sharing my screen now. Can they hear you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to answer the question, how do we use AI to solve youth unemployment? Well, AI has gifted us the gift of turning the tons of data that we receive on a daily into information, and we can use that information to advantage to find out what's in demand and how can I better prepare myself for the job market or what's in demand out there. So what our app does is we wanted to create an app that is inclusive. We cater for people who have went to varsity or people who have a certain skill and people who don't necessarily have skills that are considered, let's say, academic skills, like your painters, the shoe shine, the guy who fixes shoes at the corner, or anyone who owns a quarter place. Those are the kind of people that we also wanted to include in our solution. So here first, when you get started, it takes you to the registration. So this is the information that we're going to require to upload you to our database. We're going to need your full name, your contact details, then your contact details, your password, the skill you have, your location, and then you can upload your ID. This is compulsory because our app caters for South African. Then you upload your CV, your driver's license, and your highest qualification. These are optional since we said we also cater for people who do not necessarily have academic skills. Then here, this is where now we get to for people to log into our app and you post a job. Here, you post a job to say, I'm looking for a plumber, and you describe the problem you have. Okay, as she is typing, so the job description, you tell us what kind of problem you're experiencing in your home, and then you enter the location. What this will do, it will alert the people that we have on our database that there's a person who's looking for a plumber in this location in Soweto. So after you post the job, it will alert anyone in Soweto to say, hey, so-and-so has posted a job alert and they need someone to come and fix the issue that they have. And then afterwards, you will accept the alert and it will let us know that you have accepted the job and we can alert the user that you're on the way. But where does the AI enter? So at the AI, we use your current location, where you are at, and then it will recommend the jobs that are popular in your area. I'm in Johannesburg right now, so the jobs that are popular is plumbing, electrician, carpenter, hairstylist, and helper. That will be all. Thank you.
you so much, team. That was my apologies. That was team what?
Pulani.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Team Pulani. Good luck for you guys later. We do hope you guys win, but we'll see. All right. And then last but certainly not least is going to be Team Career Pulse.
Okay, just gonna start off by greeting everyone. I'll be here representing a wonderful team, Career Pulse. So we were, of course, approached with the problem of unemployment. So just gonna go ahead and share my screen to show you what we have built and somewhat guide you along the way. So yes, we have the issue with unemployment, and we realize that yes, we can say that people are misguided or people may not know how to prepare resumes and all that. But the issue that we then realize is we will, if we address making people more employable, we will end up having more people who are still unemployed in the end. So in order to create or foster that employment, we essentially have to cater for entrepreneurs, because the solution for all modern day problems is entrepreneurship. So then we looked into entrepreneurs as to why they are failing to begin with. So we saw that most of them, it is either due to lack of knowledge, lack of funding, or lack of proper guidance. So we decided to build this interesting project, Career Pulse, and our tech stack was rather simple, spread amongst my other team members. So this composed of the front end, which was built with React, along others as well, such as Tailwind CSS. Then the back end is actually running on Node.js. And we decided as well, when we were looking through certain AI models to use in order to mentor entrepreneurs, we saw that if we used pre-built AI such as ChatGPT or Gemini, most of the responses on some prompts would always give you somewhat of a guide that is irrelevant in a sense. So it will tell you how to open a business in the United States and do all those tax relevance and all that. So we had to build and actually train a pre-built model. So we decided to host our AI model on AWS on an EC2 server. So this is the landing page that we have there, quite simple in fact. So this essentially helps you to find an AI tutor in a sense, somewhat that's going to guide you based on your vision and mission. So I'm just going to do a mini demo of how this project works. So we're just going to start off by opening up our own account there. So I'm going to go on and say this is John, and say my surname is Smith, and we can all do that, yada, yada. So we can do all this and fill that form in. And in fact, this has to be an email, so I'll just say at email.com, just to cater for that. Okay, and yes, it does have proper validation, which is perfect there. I'm just gonna do a proper password for testing purposes there. Then we're gonna hit next. Then it's going to ask you for questions that will help it guide you properly. So my business idea, suppose this is a graphics design business, and so on, required skills, computing, for instance. We give it all of this based on location as well, to know if graphics design is profitable based on your location, your current capital investments, and so on, so it knows how much exactly you need to be able to raise within a space of time, your target customers, we can say other businesses, for instance. So this is to actually help it pinpoint the exact target. Then it takes us to the dashboard, and on this dashboard, this is where we can find some marketing insights that can help you in your goal. Over to the AI assistant, there's an AI assistant that you can essentially communicate with to somewhat guide you. And at some point, yes, you may need some business analysis and just get a new idea out. You can actually use that option with our AI assistant. Now, what sets this apart from all the others is the guidance part. So based on all the data that our AI model captures from you, it is actually going to build you a roadmap that you're going to take as a guide For instance, there, based on the input data that I gave it, so there it says to start your business, this steps involves gathering resources and so on, registering your business. Now, this is why we're saying it is most relevant to South Africa because it actually knows about the regulations such as the CIPC and SARS. So it understands those, it gives you the brand's identities and everything, and you're going to essentially follow this step by step. And somewhere along the way, you may be lost, which is why you will at some point come to that AI assistant to actually help you. So by building and fostering and actually nurturing these entrepreneurs, we will be solving that unemployment rate. And we will be covering a whole lot more people. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Team Tinashe. That was impressive, you guys. So that is it for all the presentations today, unless Team Dylan is here to present. Otherwise, we will move on to the questions. Okay, it seems like Team Dylan is not here. So I will put it to the judges now. Do we have any questions for Team Guy?
Cool. Let me get my camera on. So, Team Guy was the team that pitched Resume Revamp. Is that correct?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So the question I had was around product itself. Is it just a website or is it also a mobile app? So just keen to understand a little bit more about the thinking around the product.
Okay, Team Guy says they can't unmute their mic, so I'm just going to ask them to type their answer here. I'm just going to relay to you after. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
So they're saying that their application is a standalone Java application.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Doesn't really answer the question though. I'm trying to understand, is it it's not necessarily the tech stack? I'm asking a little bit more about the product. What form does it take? Is it a mobile app? Is it designed for users to use their phone, or is it a progressive web app, or is it just a website?
I hope you heard that question, Guy. Please type it in the chat so I can answer for you.
Cool. So I guess while they're busy typing away, just another follow-up question for me for them. Is their product designed for applicants or for recruiters who are wanting to standardize the format of CVs on behalf of companies? So there are different players involved in the CV process. So just trying to understand a little bit more about target user profile.
Cool. From my side, I don't really have that many questions, but I think Tsako, you touched on what I had, which was the upstream services. So is there any integration with the job sites, or is it purely for someone who wants to generate their resume? Yeah.
Okay, to answer Mr. Ntsako Mgiba's first question of whether is it a mobile application or they just said it was made with embedded system in mind. It's not a web application or mobile application. And then the second question with regards to, is it for unemployed youth? Is it for job recruiters? Is it for the answer was they target users are youth in South Africa, not employers. And then Mr. Njinu, they have not answered your question yet, so I think we're just
No, I think they
just
did. I just wanted to know
Oh,
if it's
okay.
for the youth or if there's any way for them to post those CVs.
Okay. Okay, 2 minutes is up for um, team resume revamp. Up next, we have questions for Team Noktula.
Do you want to go first, or should I? It looked like
No,
you
you
wanted to go.
can go ahead.
All right, cool. John, happy to let you go as well. Don't want to hog the
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know how is AI being leveraged in the solution for Team Noctula?
Yeah, +1.
Okay, hi, John. Our
Hi.
AI is just being leveraged in the part where it actually revamps the current CV that you just upload. So it is just able to read the text that is there and also just change what it thinks it's best and is supposed to be professional. And also with the part of the live AI tutorings, what it actually does is that my one of my team members told me that you couldn't hear what it was actually saying. So we were able to use a system from Hugging Faces that can actually listen. So it interprets in the backend the text that I'm actually saying, and then to speech, and then it listens, and then it gives you the answers. Because based on the conversation I was having with it, it was just asking me about OOP, and I replied to it in a unsurely way. So that is the part where our AI is actually being able to really take what I'm actually saying and send it back to the model.
Oh, actually, sorry. I think I actually thought I was talking to Lorato, not Noctula. I have your notes, so that's
Oh,
fine.
okay,
Thank you.
no problem.
Yeah, sorry. The question is directed to the wrong person. Thank you.
It's
My notes
okay.
had someone else. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm also a bit confused. Are we chatting to Career Spark? I think that was Employee Hub that just responded. We were asking about Career Spark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely a different team then.
Yeah, I think what happened was we switched the order. Um,
Yeah.
but maybe
Yeah.
I'll
Because
just
we came
go
in
on.
third.
Yes, we switched the.
Yeah, we were the
Yeah.
third team, but now we got
Yeah.
called.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
for Ntsako, I guess my question that I had was, well, I had some comments. It looked very nice, but I wanted to know some more about the tech stack that was used. You mentioned Hugging Face. Um,
Mm-hmm.
do you mind just like mentioning all the other the system kind of
Okay.
works?
So how we actually like did it, we used a TensorFlow because the model that we received from Hugging Faces, it was not able to enable the avatar to actually speak. But what we just wrote a TensorFlow like code that enabled our model to be able to speak exactly the text that is being interpreted in the backend. So yeah.
And your backend was in JavaScript, or
So we used the Node
Mhm.
and Python.
Okay. And the front ends? Is it React? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I should just add on to
Are there any
that
more questions?
from a comment. Yeah, from a comment point of view, not a question. I just want to follow up with Njinu. I think Noctula's demo looked quite nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, also agree. Just a question. I think it's a little bit more on the kind of user journey side. I saw that there was a course component to your value proposition. So just keen to understand, how are you thinking about solving for course completion? Because that's a huge problem amongst a lot of like online course platforms and providers.
Thank you for that question, Ntsako. So the part that we actually forgot to mention is that the course completion part is actually it's a gamified like process. So you cannot literally use our AI like live preview session without getting some points. So the more you finish the quizzes, hence we had that quiz section. The more you finish the quizzes is the more you accumulate the points, and then you take those points to actually like do your live classes. So your live interview. So next time if you want to do the live interview, you will be like obligated to take a course and finish it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, good to know. Thanks. Very beautiful UI. I concur with the other judges.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions, judges?
No.
Okay, let's move on
J-
to the
Just,
next group.
just a suggestion from my side. Before, like when you call up the team, could they maybe just also just specify the name of the, yeah, so we know which one to give notes for.
Okay, did you hear that, participants? When I call you to answer questions, please just specify which project you were working on or the name of your project, like Career Spark, Code Troopers, etc. Okay. Okay. Next up, we have Team Lerato.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, Lerato.
Okay, I'm waiting for a question. Sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah, so let me start because I had asked.
Oh, okay.
Career Spark. Sorry.
Okay.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the one I was asking the question on AI leveraging.
Oh, sorry. I didn't get the question that you asked previously.
Yes, I was saying I wanted to understand how you're leveraging AI in your solution.
Oh, okay. So initially, the plan was when someone wants to create, let's say for instance, like an entrepreneur, they want to create a business, right? They want a business plan. So instead of like going through the process where they have to create everything, they just state out that I want to start a business like a salon. So the AI automatically generates a business plan according to just what they want to start without them having to fill out everything. That was the initial plan, but due to some lack of skills that we didn't have, we really didn't manage to go ahead with it. But when we launch our app, we are hoping to see to work it like that.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks for that. Could you maybe please talk us through who's all a part of the team and what role does every team member play?
Okay. So for one, I took the part of being the project manager and the front end developer. So my team had had 5 when we applied, but unfortunately we only worked on it 3. So my other team members, I had another front end, and the other one had a business analyst, but also a bit of back end. Yeah.
So who was working on your backend? Oh, sorry, go for it, Jimu.
So I just had a quick question around the courses. I think you touched on it briefly that a user can take a course. I just wanted to know, how that kind of works.
So when we go to the app, when you go to the skills training, right? There's a part where you have to, since you're upskilling, so you take whichever course. So the courses are free. So you enroll, and then we are planning to like pull using API. So pull pull some courses from other websites so that we can put them in our website. Free courses according to the skill set.
Okay. So you would load those from another website. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, I think maybe more of a comment than a question. I think you built a solution, or you demoed a solution that has a lot of features, but it wasn't always very clear what the implementation looks like and how those features worked. So yeah, just moving forward, if you could just take us deeper into maybe 1 or 2 or 3 use cases so that we can actually see how it works. It might work better than showing us everything and only scratching the surface.
Yes, I totally agree on that. I was just panicking a bit, but I do understand. Thank you for the comment.
Okay, do we have any more questions, any more comments, judges?
No from my side.
Yeah, just maybe a quick comment is I did like the fact that you could generate your resume, also find a job on the same platform. But yeah, also agree with Ntsako. It was a bit the user flow was a bit confusing at times. So maybe in the future look a bit at that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to our next team. That was Team Code Troopers, represented by Sihle.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Sihle.
Okay, so we were working on the Sebenza project.
Okay. So I just had a question around the model that you were using for the chatbot. If you just talk around the tech that you implemented there.
So basically, we used Flask for the backend, and we also implemented Gemini for the flow of the chat, and we trained a model to basically stay within the parameters of the conversation in a sense, and we also hosted it on Unrock for the moment. So that was the tech stack behind the chatbot.
Was it that Gemini model? Was it fine tuned at all to like a specific data set?
Yes, so at the moment we just fed it dummy data to just for the purpose of the presentation, so it was trained, yes.
Okay, cool. So maybe I'll just give my comment now and then let Ntsako go. So I did like the idea. It's very innovative, and I think, yeah, if the sooner that you can kind of get someone in the right mindset, the better. So I had maybe you could consider using psychometric tests, because I also went to varsity and I didn't choose the right thing. And the psychometric tests kind of help you standardize all your answers and where you should kind of be looking at going in your future. And then also the upstream services, maybe I like the mentorship part. Maybe you can look at funding, trying to get students bursaries, that kind of stuff. Maybe not waiting up until matric to actually start training these students to get where they want to be. But I really like that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
For me, it's
Yeah.
a comment.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go for it, John.
Oh, okay. For me, it's just a comment. I like the flow. It was really good.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, I think I also concur. I think in terms of your product, you've made good decisions around which platform is best for which use case. I think a conversational chat platform for the kind of career guidance and coaching is very smart. But then on the matching side, having that exist on like a website, I thought was also a really good decision as well. I get the sense that you've really considered who your target user is and where they spend their time, and you've built up that stack quite cleverly. Good job for that.
Thank you. Truly appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Team Sihle. Moving along to the next team for the next set of questions. We have Team Callistus. Okay, it seems like Team Callistus has mic
Sorry.
issues.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I had some mic issues. Okay. Morning, afternoon, esteemed judges. To us, it's morning because we've been pushing. Yeah.
Please just specify which project you guys were working on so that the judges can ask you relevant questions.
So we were working on Smart Career Hub. So Smart Career Hub was a career assistant, and it was also website for, yeah, we had a web progressive app. Yeah, web progressive app.
Okay, I had one.
Cool. Go for it.
Sure, thank you. So with the jobs, I just wanted to, well, I wanted to ask, where do the jobs come from? If you could just speak about the integrations where you're getting the job posts.
Okay. So at first we were questioning ourselves that usually when a person is looking for a job, like you get every single app. You download LinkedIn, you download Job Career, you download everything. So we thought about, like, since there are so many jobs out there, but then people are practically downloading these many platforms and you can't keep track. You can't keep applying always to these apps. So it's very, very hard to keep on point and keep applying. So what we did is technically, so I'm gonna go more technically now. What we try to do is try to make a scraper for Google, so that can Google through, get those websites, put it in a JSON, redirect the person, tell the person that you can apply here. This is a new job that has come up. You can apply here. So practically, but then we ended up seeing that approach is not so conventional. So at the middle of the night, you ended up finding one of the best things that has ever happened to me personally. Ended up finding an API that can do that for us in real time within South Africa and within any country. So I was like, what's up? Let's try this one out, and then let's try integrating this thing. Let's see how it pops up. So we ended up putting away our manual that needs verifications and that is not optimized. So now we can get any job from any platform, LinkedIn, everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Callistus, I think you touched on a very important pain point of kind of aggregating all of it into one centralized platform.
Yes.
With that, though, comes now the challenge of effectively filtering through those opportunities to find the ones that are best suited for you. So I'm keen to understand, are these opportunities tailored or kind of personalized around a specific user profile, or not? So that's the question. And the comment is, I want to commend you for handing over to a teammate. I think you're the only one to do it, and it really showcased the sense of collaboration. So I just appreciated that.
Okay. Thank you so much. And so this is where our WhatsApp comes in, right? And this is why we have our registration form. So we have another API, right? So what this API does is we manage to, so if you put in your LinkedIn profile, right? So what we wanted to do is take that LinkedIn profile. We can do it in the back end, but the thing is, we didn't have time to put it within the front end and display your profile. That we actually did get the profile, and then from there match the person. So what goes on now is that how we match the person is one of our best matches is the WhatsApp one. So what it does is that you give it your information, right? So it it AI comes into play when you provide your information with minimal information. Then from there, it tries to find the ones that are most suited to you. Since I have your LinkedIn now, I have everything about you, I have where you want to study. AI can build a much more solid approach around it. And it's not only AI, it's not only LinkedIn that we are doing it through. LinkedIn is optional. So, and another option was to take a picture of your CV, even though now taking a picture of your CV, you are not going to catch anything, but it's still going to go through because you are not really hitting that endpoint and processing all the CV data, right? So what we chose to do is to make personalized job offers, right, for people. So on the WhatsApp, you'll get the personalized job offers as you communicate to it. So we are literally, we have, I don't know if you know something called custom functions. Okay, we have 2 minutes, but custom functions, we have custom functions.
Yeah,
So
don't worry. I think you've answered the question. I don't want you to use all your time on this one.
Uh-huh. I see. From me, I
Do we
think
have
it's
any
just
more
an
questions?
Yeah, for me, it's just a comment and advice. I think when you do demos like this, where you have to minimize items that have to integrate, take note of that so that you could actually display that in a static image and explain over it so that when judges ask and want a demo on it, then you can expand on it, because otherwise it takes up your time and then you get timed out on something that you shouldn't get timed out on. And Ntsako has just explained a bit about the confidence in sharing the platform with the other team members. It shows good teamwork there, in as much as the time went out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you so much, Team Callistus. Moving on, we have Team Zintle.
Hello, so my name is Prosper. I'll be representing Teams in here. We built the InnoLink website.
So from my side, I did like the way that you went through your tech stack.
Same.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess what I kind of wanted to, for me, it felt a bit general, if I can say that. I would like if you specified exactly, who the system is for, why they need it, what is the, just start off with this is a problem that I'm trying to solve, and this is how I'm solving it. But I did like that the flow kind of it made sense. It was all the tech explanations made a lot of sense. I just wanted to know the other part, how someone who's not very tech based, why they would need it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's for
So, sorry, go.
okay, so it's for people who are unemployed but have certain skills which they don't know how to utilize them to build a proper business. So hence the platform, it gathers your skills so that it can generate a business plan you can do based on your skills and stuff like that.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Cool. So I think I also agree with Njinu that the output was a bit generic in that it wasn't necessarily specific ideas, and there weren't necessarily a variety of different ideas. So what I would suggest is that when you are trying to get inputs from the user before generating an idea, maybe take into consideration their skills, their interests, and maybe specific problems that they're passionate about. In that way, you can generate more specific ideas and more of them to the user. And then you can then go on to click on a specific idea that resonates, and then it builds out the business plan from there. Yeah. So I think it's also just a consumer journey, customer journey point as well.
Okay, thank you.
No comment on my side.
Okay, no problem. Moving on to the next team.
Did we lose Mbali?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I think the next team is Team Gifty, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Someone from Team Gifty.
Yes, good day. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Our team is the Finders Keepers website.
I can start off. Just two questions, I guess. The site, is it mobile friendly, responsive? And
Okay.
okay, great. And my second one would be the Gemini integration. I just wanted to kind of also learn a bit of how that goes. Is it an API or SDK?
Our website is definitely responsive to mobile devices because our users most likely are going to be using mobile devices. Considering that we also have like a chat bot for entrepreneurs, so we made sure to make it user responsive. And the chat Gemini one, I think my teammate Zanile will take you through that since she was the one who was hands on it.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So the Gemini one is an API. I think that was the question, right?
Yeah, it's a question. Okay. And then is it just a general model, or did you train it a bit, or did you use a fine-tuned model?
I think I fine-tuned it a bit because I told it that it needs to tend to entrepreneurial and business related, because training a model was gonna be a bit of a challenge, given the fact that there could be a vast amount of questions, and having like a vast amount of business ideas. Training a model did seem a bit impossible with the time frame we were given. So I just prompted it that it has to give advice relating to business and entrepreneurial queries.
Okay, cool. And then the last question is the jobs again. Where do those jobs come from? Where are you pulling them from?
We would have loved to actually get jobs from your sites like LinkedIn and all of that, but we couldn't get APIs due to not having our website deployed as yet, and our Finders Keepers not being a real company as yet. which we hope we will make it. But we actually took an API from Rapid API, which is JSearch. It actually gives you all the jobs worldwide. So we had to only get from an endpoint of South African location.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also have a question. Thanks for that. I have a question around who the target user persona is, because you've mentioned bursaries, learnerships. One would assume you're targeting high school students, but it wasn't also clear if maybe it extends beyond those users.
With the learnerships, we would have loved to include more of those, the redirect sites and all of that, but we are actually targeting everyone who's willing to learn and get into programs to upskill themselves.
Okay, cool. So my only point around that answer is sometimes in the early stages, in fact, not sometimes, all the times really, in the early stages of a venture, you want to focus on a specific user group and try and understand their specific pain points associated with the problem. And then once you solve them, if you do a good job, then you're able to kind of explore adjacent user personas. You don't want a solution that essentially caters for everyone, because then it's not really very useful or specifically tailored for anyone. So that can sometimes work against you.
Please correct myself right there.
Yeah.
For demo's sake, right now we only included like the one that I demonstrated, the link that took you to the agri set CETA one, which you can actually get it with just Metric. So since the whole theme was for youth, I think it is definitely for the youth. Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And there was one other note I had just around UI. I felt the UI just needs a little bit more attention. Like you'd be surprised how much more professional and credible the solution looks like when you focus on UI. You don't even need to add too much capability if capability that's there is like very cleanly presented.
Oh yeah, we apologize for that. Our front end person actually had power cut issues. So as you saw, the first landing page was actually looking stunning, but now we had to compromise with the time that we're given.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
From my part, I think Ntsako has just talked about the personas. Too many functionalities. We could have concentrated on something. The one thing that I saw that was really good that I haven't seen from any of the solutions was that you talked about accessibility. And that is important because you have different users. Some of them are vision impaired, some of them can't hear properly, and the moment you start bringing accessibility and stuff like that, that's inclusive AI, and that is very important in building responsible AI systems. So well done to that. I hope that you can expand on the accessibility features that you are adding into your app.
As of now, we would have liked to do more research on the problems that people are actually facing with finding jobs that are suitable for them, like your people on wheelchairs, your people with hearing issues, probably sight issues also, because I swear I am a person who wears glasses and I know how expensive they are. So with that part, actually our AI looks into the company itself, where does it cater for a person who has does it have ramps, does it, in case you are on a wheelchair. Yes.
Great.
And to actually clarify on the, if we could have just focused on one thing, I think what most platforms miss is that we don't really get everything in one stop, where you have to go to this side to do your resume, you have to go to this side to do your stuff, which some of our target market is not literate enough. So if you can find everything in one site, it could be actually awesome. This is why we made it a one-stop solution.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Do we have any further comments, judges, or any further questions?
No, good for me.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let us move on to the next group. Just to clarify, that was Team Gift, right?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving on to Tim Masero, please let us know what project name you guys were working on. Okay, it does seem like Team Masero is not responding. So just for the sake of time, I'm just going to have to move on. Can we move on to Team Pulani?
Cool. Is this career pilot?
Hello, Team Pulani work why?
Work wire.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I just had a question around the tech.
We can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I wanted to ask, what is your tech stack?
We used React for the front end, and we use Node.js for the back end. We use MongoDB, and we use Python to train the model.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
From my side, what was the team composition like?
We had 2 people working on the back end, and we had 3 people working on front end.
Okay. Thank you.
I think a comment on my side, I really like the fact that you considered location-based matching. The value proposition, as I understood it, was matching job seekers with people who are opportunity providers. So yeah, the fact that it was tied to like proximity or location, I think was really clever. So good job for that. Have you heard of a platform called Kandua? Would this be an appropriate like comparison, Workwire versus, let's say, for instance, Kandua?
I have not heard about Kendula. What do they do?
Oh, it's Kandua.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chat here somewhere. I think I'll just share a link so you can have a look. But they connect people with skills, plumbing, electricians, painters, carpenters, with other people who require those services within their homes. That's pretty much.
I think what makes us different is that what we were trying to achieve is we wanted to operate like you are familiar with the Uber and the Bolt, right? We wanted to level the playing field. Like, we do not show you the CVs of the people we have on our database. Like, you would need to trust that the people we have on our database will be good enough to do your job. So when you post a job, we want to give everybody a fair chance to be able to accept the job. So we send the post to everyone, and then you have to confirm that you are available. And the first person to confirm is the first person that gets the job. So in that way, everybody has a fair chance to get employed, and it can change anytime. So that's how we were planning to solve unemployment.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
You are muted.
Sorry about that.
Are they?
Sorry about that. I just wanted to say, just a note on that. suggest that when you demo your solution, try and focus on those key use cases, sharing those out, because you showed us some of the sign up flows and stuff, which isn't really the magic of your platform. I would have loved to see what does a job posting look like? What does the view look like from a job seeker's perspective? What does the posting experience look like for the person who wants to offer the opportunity? So just really getting to the magic. You can even skip the sign up stuff because a lot of the times that's generic. So just something to take with you for the future.
Okay, thank you.
And just to add to that, so primarily you are in the business of trust. So it would be good for you to take care of that aspect, because you are basically making someone go enter in someone's house. How should I believe that the person who's going to respond to me is the right person and is not a thief or something of that sort? So it's the same as Airbnb. They're in the business of trust. So you need to look at that aspect and try to bring it out as soon as possible in your product, and as to how you are managing that. So it could be maybe vetting. How do you vet the skilled people who get onto the platform? Because that gives confidence to the platform that the people who are on your platform can be trusted.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the reason when you sign up on our app, you have to upload your ID, and that way, if we have a third party to check or verify if you are truly a person that we can trust, then we can allocate you to that job. Hence, we require the ID. It's a requirement.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in
Thank you.
exploring that further, you might want to also look at like rating systems, ratings and reviews from previous jobs, maybe testimonials from past jobs as well. All of those things act to really give the confidence that you're getting the best professional coming to fix your issue, not just the fastest one. So maybe you might prioritize the best professionals and give them early access to opportunities. And then if part time, then you give it to the fastest person after that.
Yeah.
We will take that into account. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Ntsako and John covered everything. The only kind of use case I wanted to maybe get you to consider is using WhatsApp, just to kind of, because it seems like a lot of the value add is finding people that are close to you. So if you have it on WhatsApp, everyone's on WhatsApp. It makes your app a lot more available, I guess, and accessible for everyone.
Did you hear that, Bulane?
No, we did not get that.
I think it might be internet connection on our side or his side. We're not sure. It's probably our side.
Mr. Njinu was just saying that consider WhatsApp as your point of communication with regards to connecting the seeker and, the contractor.
Okay, we got that. Thank you.
Okay, do we have any other questions or comments, judges?
No. Good.
Okay, moving on to the second last team, we have Team Career Pilot.
Cool. Career Pilot. So I'll just go first with the comment. I really like that you are very specific about who you are targeting and whose pain points you are empathizing with. You mentioned grade 11, 12 students. And I think the other thing I want to say was that you're a very confident presenter. I believe you're the same founder who mentioned that your team member dropped out. So well done on just completing it if you were a solo founder in this. Well done. You didn't touch too much on your tech stack though, so I'd love to just hear a little bit more about that.
Okay, thank you. I hope I'm audible. My connection's a bit touch and go. So I think I heard basically who are our target users, which were grade
Yeah,
11s and grade 12s. And
yeah, I was
the
commending you for
pain
that.
points that we're addressing is the lack of guidance that. Oh, okay, thank you. The tech stack that I was using was for the front end was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Then back end was Node.js and Express Server, and MongoDB for database handling, and then a chatbot API.
So what role was your teammate playing before they I guess dropped out of the hackathon?
Sorry, I didn't catch the question.
So the question is around roles. Like what role did your teammate play in the team? Can you hear me?
Oh, what role? She was going to do
Yeah.
the back end, so I ended up having to do it, and that's kind of towards the end of it.
Okay, cool. Maybe just my comments. So I did like the flow. I think the UI was good. Um, I kept thinking that you and I think the Larata with it was Code Troopers. Those ideas are very similar, and maybe there is some way you guys can work together. But I did like various aspects of yours as well. I had maybe some recommendations would be when you're guiding the students to have them set goals for themselves. So it's not just a one-stop shop where I log in, what do I want to do? I get my report and then I don't ever use the app again. So if it was more of a collaborative, every week you check up, etc., you find different ways to integrate with learning programs and even rewards for students meeting their goals. I think then, yeah, that would be something I think really powerful to guide high school students because it is an important kind of time, and you may not have all the
But
necessary.
definitely, that was the kind of intention.
But yeah, I really like the idea, and I like that in the presentation you started off by saying there were issues, because sometimes if you don't say that, then the judges or whoever you're presenting to can assume that maybe they just didn't get their work done. But I like the fact that you led with there were some issues, but here's where we are.
Yeah, totally agree. I also really
Thank
like the
you.
idea. I also really like the idea, and I thought in recommending different career options, if you could also maybe provide a link to some applications to make it a bit more actionable. It could also, one, it would add value to the user, but two, it might also create a bit of revenue because then you are making active referrals to those, different training institutions, learning institutions or companies.
Okay. Oh, that's really interesting to think about. Thank you.
Do you have any more comments and questions, judges?
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, Riatlilwe.
Thank you.
On our last team, but certainly not least, we have Tinashe for Career Pulse.
Here I am.
Uh, Thank you. I think it was really good presentation. nice UI. You went through the system like in a very understandable way, and I think you were the only um, kind of system that I saw that was actively localizing your data. So I think, if I remember correctly, um, the career path generator is to help entrepreneurs, but it gives you jobs in your area specifically, or am I confusing it?
Just to clarify,
Mm.
so Career Pulse was built as a solution for two parties, either failing entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs. So it would look based off of the business proposal, and it would look at multiple entities such as the location, the business model that they have, if they have any to begin with, and their budget and so on and so forth. And then it would make some computation using quite a lot of web scraping, and also including the pre-built models that we trained for quite a couple of times. Then it would build that business plan that would cater them and say you would start from this step and then be guided off to that step and so on. And then added onto it, for steps that may seem rather vague, you would have the ability to communicate with that AI as if you were talking to your actual mentor. Just to also clarify a bit, due to quite the squeeze of time, we were in fact adding the human touch factor as a means of ensuring that the human touch brings somewhat of a reliability in a sense. So finding the mentors themselves was going to be a thing that we wanted to have to add them onto that platform as well, to also be able to communicate with some of the entrepreneurs who are upcoming. However, while working on that, we realized that it somewhat squeezes the plan we had in mind. We were planning to build entrepreneurs, but we're relying on entrepreneurs as well, which is why we had to do quite a lot of research on compliances and regulations to train most of these models that we had, like Falcon 180B, Falcon 1B, and Llama, and so on. So we put them all together and we pretty much taught them the regulations of SARS and
Mm.
CIPC and everything else. And then it was able to do pretty
Yeah,
much what a normal business mentor would do.
yeah. So I think that's what I was touching on with the localization. That it's clearly got business rules that are specific for a entrepreneur in South Africa. So that, I think, was a very good decision to, kind of specialize in that specific thing and not use kind of a general model, because that's the big value add that you're bringing. But yeah, very very good presentation.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Comment
Yeah,
from my side. Okay, go on, Sika.
okay, cool. I'll just go quickly. So I like the fact that you took a different spin on it, focusing on entrepreneurs, identifying them as a key strategic lever for job creation. If more entrepreneurs succeed in their businesses, they're able to consume skilled, qualified labor, which I think is really, really smart, and differentiated you, I think, from the rest. I also like the fact that it was localized, so I'm not going to touch too much on that. I think Mr. Njinu did a fantastic job there. The one feature I really liked was the roadmap feature. I work with founders all the time, and the biggest challenge that they have is that because they're first-time founders, they don't know what they should know. So and know what they don't know. So oftentimes you're not sure what the next step is, and the fact that your solution tries to understand your business, what you're trying to do, and then it prescribes localized steps, I think is really, really powerful. So I would actually focus a lot of the attention on that. I saw some other features, CV checkers and things like that. Those are great value add tools for entrepreneur, but I think just between the coaching and building out that roadmap for an entrepreneur, I think that there's a lot of value there. So I actually focus a lot of my roadmap on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, from my part, great presentation, and I'm going to add on what Ntsika said. So I think there's a lot of value in the roadmap. The way I would look at it, I don't know if you know what's known as a job to be done framework. So if you have a job to be done framework and actually attach it to the persona of an entrepreneur and build that roadmap based on that, I think you would get quite a lot. Because what you have here, it's a solid app that you've done in a very short space of time. All you need is to build a lot of credibility around that, and I think apart from all the business requirements that you've already done added to it, adding a very well-known framework of doing stuff to it will just elevate it to another level. And I would suggest to you, just like Ntsika said, just concentrate on one thing and do that one thing very, very well. And you're already on the way to doing that. So I would say continue it on that direction. The other things are just add-ons that might not even be necessary.
Absolutely. We appreciate that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, do we have any more questions and comments? Okay, I think this
Comment,
ends our
comment.
session, guys.
Sorry,
Oh,
Mbali, sorry. Comment to the
okay, no
rest of the
problem.
team. Yeah, comment to the rest
Yes.
of the participants. I think when you define your need, just try to narrate a story, so that it's very, very easy to pick on who are the personas and what are the problem you are solving in your need definition. That becomes very easy, and when you demo your app, it's easy to follow, and that gives you quite a lot of points on it. Thank you.
Yeah, Bali, can I also just make a comment as well, just to the broader group? Cool. Yeah, I think just first of all, fantastic job to everyone. The comment I want to make that kind of cuts across the board is don't spend a lot of time when you're demoing showing us very generic flows like signing in and so forth. You can kind of just speak to that, but try and get as quickly as possible to the real meat that your platform actually provides, right? There's usually one or two use cases or user flows or journeys that really define what your solution is about. Try and focus as much of your demo time on that. Um, it's going to add a lot more value and clarify to us what it is you actually do. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Okay, I guess that's it for the presentations for the hackathon. I just wanted to ask the judges, do we give you guys a bit of time to deliberate who the winner is going to be?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that would be great. Yes, please.
Okay. I guess communication will be with Aiden then, with regards to when you guys are done.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
Is there like a breakaway feature or another link that we need to click onto?
Yeah, I think there was another link.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. Congratulations to all the teams that were able to present. We can't wait to see who the winner is. We'll come back to announce the winners very shortly. Thank you so much.